All right, this is going to be a full body workout on the reformer with the Hooked on Pilates MINIMAX. So I'm going to go ahead and place it on slant. So what's important here is that it really looks like it's on a slant and the point is down. So if I go too vertical, that's not going to be correct. And if I'm too low and there's space here, the best is if you can just get it so it looks like a slant, point down. So I'm going to be on 2 reds and a green, and the foot bar's adjusted. And then all we're going to do is push out with our legs and then place the balls of our feet on the foot bar. Place your hands at your head, gentle nod of the chin, and then hinge back. Very good. And now lower your heels, lift your heels, bend your knees and return. So inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth, inhale and return. And inhale and exhale, just a little bit of a warm up. So we're lengthening our calf muscles and getting those legs to move a little bit. We're also maintaining a nice straight spine in the shape of where we would like to be in a teaser. So you might get some stretch into your shoulders if you're tight, or into your chest. Good, and now from here we're going to inhale, press out, and now exhale, close. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Yes, and then if you want to add a little curl as you close. Inhale, you open, exhale, empty your lungs. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Inhale and exhale. Good, starting to get those abdominals to go and get active a little bit. And nice. Now on this one, push out and stay out. And now just hug onto one leg. And now try to come in halfway. I'm still on the ball of that foot. And I'm going to lower the heel and lift the heel. Lower and lift. So the movement of the carriage is happening because I'm pressing through the ball of the foot. The knee does not change its position. So this should start to get into your Achilles tendon and calf, actually specifically the soleus. And you might also start to feel some stabilization work in your quadriceps, your thigh. Now push out 3/4 of the way and lower that heel, lift that heel, lower and lift. So it's all about stabilizing the knee and then working from the ankle. Very good. And let's just have 5 more. And 4. So I'm hoping you're getting that feel in the calf and Achilles tendon. You know, I had ankle replacement a couple years back, so always important to work the calf muscles in my case, and for everybody. Push out a little bit further, but you're not all the way to straight, up and down at that ankle. Good. Gaze is still high. And you'll get a better feel for this once I switch sides. Very good. And let's just have 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Now put that other foot down and then just stretch. So we're just going to drop that heel underneath that foot bar to get a nice stretch. Good. And so then from there, we're going to capture that leg. You're going to try to come in halfway. And then you're going to drop the heel, lift the heel. Drop and lift. And it's okay if there's a little movement in the carriage as long as it's coming from your ankle, meaning you're getting that push from the ball of your foot and then the release through the ankle joint, right out. So we're not really moving at that knee. Very good. We just have 3 more. And then we're going to push out a little bit further. 2 and 1. And now push out. Very good. Now maintain that knee position. Down and up. Good. Down and up. Try to work from the ankle, working the deep calf muscle, the soleus. Yes, and keep that groove going. Nice, we've got 6. Counting back, then we'll go up a little bit further. And that's 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. Gaze is still high, spine is nice and straight. 1, push out yet further and drop the heel. Lift the heel. Work from the ankle. Try to keep that knee stabilized, and then you're going to start to feel some work in the calf. Sorry, of course you're feeling in the calf and the quad. Nice. On the inside and the outside because it's stabilizing. Very good. And then let's just have 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Now we want to stretch it out, so put the other foot down and then just drop it into that calf stretch. Very, very good. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and come on in, and then let's take one of the reds off. So I'm on a red and a green. So we're going to have your legs into the wood of the frame, and then from here, from bent knees, we're going to exhale, hinge, straight back, pressing through those heels, and then come back up. Exhale, hinge, straight back hinge, pulling that waistline in, and then bend those knees to return. 2, and it's hinge. So we're really working on the straight back hinge here. And it's in a minimized range of motion, but because of the MINIMAX, we know we're going to have support, so expect that support, but also really try to amplify your technique, so really drawing in nice and tight. Very good. Exhale, push through those heels, hinge back, and back on top. And really good, so neutral spine and corseted abdominals. Very good. From here, we're going to cross our hands across our chest. Exhale, press through both heels, rotate. Inhale, center. Let's stay on one side. Good. So as I rotate to the left, I engage more through my right obliques. Stay vertical. Try not to lean back now. And exhale. If tightness is a problem, then go as straight as you can with your knees, and then stop. And then let's just have 2 more. And good, now other side. And we try to get tall as we rotate, drawing in through that core. 2, working that seated posture. And very good. And let's just have 3, counting back, and 2, always dangerous, having a Pilates instructor count, and then to count backwards. Good. Nice, and then from here, we're going to work on our lean. So your arms are straight up towards the ceiling. We're going to rotate, and now pressing through those heels, lean, come back up, and bend, and rotate, press through those heels, get heavy on the lean side glute, and come up and return. Push it back, rotate, press through those heels. My right glute is getting a little lighter as I lean to the left. Now it'll just be the opposite as I lean to the other side. Good, and press. Rotate and find your lean and your length. So use the support of the MINIMAX to find better technique, more length in your torso. Rotate and really reach. And just 1 more. And super. Very, very good. And then from there, we're just going to go ahead and step on up, and then we're going to go to a blue. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to work on our straight back elephant. So we're going to do it high-heeled up against the slant here. So you're going to be on the balls of your feet, and from here, just try to feel like you're lengthening your legs to straight, And as you lengthen your legs to straight, try to reach through the part of your hair forward and then come back. Nice. So if you're more flexible, you probably don't need to shift as much over the foot bar. But if you tend to have really tight hamstrings, maybe you really think about that lengthening over that foot bar. Of course, shoulders are stable. So from here, maintain your elephant and just push back a little bit, pause, and now try to use those low tummy muscles, hug them into your spine, but keep your spine straight as you return. And push back, pause. Now use those low stomach muscles to return the carriage as you maintain length in your legs and length in your spine. Stabilize shoulders, hug low stomach in. Nice, and working on that straight back alignment. Excellent. And just 2 more here. And then we're going to work on that flamingo. Flying flamingo. So what we're going to do here is you're going to push back and you're going to bring one leg down. Nice. Maybe get down into a stretch for your hip flexor and then up. Now we're definitely using that low tummy to lift. 2, pull, 3. If this doesn't work for you, then stay with the previous exercise. Now we're doing more of a round back as we come up, and nice. So just change your position, and then you're going to carefully bring that leg down. Try to find a stretch, and from here, up. Good, and exhale. Nice, and let's just have 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Very good. So from here, we could lower down the foot bar, or you can keep it in place if it doesn't bother you. So it doesn't bother me, so I'm going to keep it there. We're going to stay on that blue spring, and then we're going to work on some swan diving glutes. So you're just going to carefully come on board, swinging that leg over, and then pelvis is on top of the mini-max. And then from here, just go ahead and push out. I'm definitely squeezing my glutes, reaching long through my legs. Tummy is in. Nice. And then I'm going to inhale, come in. Exhale, reach those legs really high up towards the ceiling. Inhale, slide the shoulders away from your ears. Keep squeezing your glutes and reaching your legs back. Lift those legs high. Squeeze those glutes, squeeze those quads. And then return as 3. And reach sky high. And return 4. And on this one, stay out and start to flutter kick. Make sure those legs are straight. Squeeze those front thighs and then start to swan. And if you can, keep fluttering. And flutter, flutter, flutter. And flutter as you return. Nice. And keep that fluttering going. Working those glutes. Working those legs nice and straight and long. And now on this one, stay out. Bend your knees. Heels are together, toes are apart. And then reach your legs long. Just 4 of these. So try to reach those legs up higher as you straighten. And 3, and 2, and 1, and return. Nice. And then we're going to go ahead and step off to the side, and we're just going to put our elbows on the mini-max. Pull your stomach in and tuck your tail. Knees are softly bent. It's like a crouchy, angry cat. And release. And then just one more time. So I'll turn sideways. So I'm pulling my tummy in. I'm tucking my tail. Gaze is towards my thighs. Stretching my low back because we stretched our glutes and our spine. Or actually, we worked our glutes and our spine in that last series. Good, and now we're gonna go into some arms. So I'm gonna go to a red and a yellow. You're more than welcome to be on just one red. So we're gonna sit cross-legged on top. So I've got a wide position of my feet. I'm gonna scooch back so that my knees can remain down and I don't feel like I'm going to slide off. So I'm gonna go into the short loops. If this were to feel too heavy, you could always stay in the long loops. So we're going to have a hip hinge, so we're back to that straight spine position. And then we're going to bicep curl and then reach those arms back. Exhale and inhale. Work it slow. I know it feels a little light, but it should get heavier. As we know in Pilates, sometimes our series build and build. Right. Keep that nice straight position. So if you were in physical therapy for a bad back, they would really be into you knowing how to hip hinge, how to move through your legs, and especially those hips, with a spine that stays straight. Very good. So we have 6 more. Gently pull your stomach in as you bicep curl. Exhale with the exertion, and let's have 4 more. Good. And now let's have 3 more and 2 more. This is our transition, bicep curl, and then press so that your thumbs are at your forehead. You're still in that hip hinge. From here, push those arms to straight, and then come back to your hairline. Elbows are wide. It should be a diagonal press up. It's almost like you're pushing a boulder up a hillside. And nice. Try to keep leaning forward in that hip hinge position. Yes, and then let's just have 4 more here. Really try to get those arms to straight. And 3, good work, and 2, here's our transition, listen up, and 1. Go wider with your position, and bend your elbows, and now push to a wide. So you're bending your elbows, and they're about shoulder distance apart, and then you push on that diagonal, and so it's kind of like a W. Yeah, your arms are wider than your elbows on the return right here, and as you press to straight. Good. So working those deltoids and shoulders. Nice. As we come back, you should feel the lower traps working to control those arms back down, and especially the shoulder blades. Nice. And then let's just have 4 more. Always keep in mind, you can transition to the long loops if this gets heavy, even if there's only 2 left. Never strain. And 1 last one. Super duper. So then from there, we're going to hang the long loops over the post. Yes, and then we're going to carefully step off because we're going to go to no springs. So we're going to go ahead and take off all springs, and we're going to come on in. We're going to work a little bit more side body. So I'm going to swing on the leg closest to the MINIMAX over the frame, and the other one is straight. From here, we're going to go ahead and tap so our ribs touch, and then come up. But you see I'm not coming back to vertical. So it's almost like somebody's got hold of my hand and is helping me up. But what's helping me up is my waistline. So we're working obliques. Good. Keep those arms reaching on the diagonal. Yep. And tap the ribs and come back up. 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 Tap and come back up. And now we're going to go right into a stretch. So you're going to grab from below and stretch that waistline, finding it nice and long, and then go ahead, grab onto the upright and allow yourself to rotate towards the mini-max. Great, now we gotta do the other side. So I'm just gonna sit and spin. And we're here, and we're going to tap and come back up, but not vertically. We're coming up most of the way, using that waistline to help us up. Good. And keep that groove. And let's just have 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. And then go ahead and stretch that out. Nice. From there, you can go ahead and roll towards the mini-max. And come on up. So now we're just going to finish with a version of neck pull. So again, going back to that straight back business. So I'm going to have my hands at my forehead, and then from here, I'm just going to hinge back super straight like in neck pull. Good, and I'm going to allow myself to backward bend. And then from here, nod my chin, keep that nodding as I feel my ribs slide together and down, and then I forward fold, and then I stack the spine up to vertical. And I think I'm going to like it better with my arms behind my head. So it's that straight back hinge that we worked earlier, but now we're going to go back further because we're working on the slope of the mini-max and not the slant. And from here, feel those ribs draw together, start to draw down, navel into the spine, rounding over an imaginary ball in your lap, and then stack the vertebra up. And then from there, straight back hinge all the way into extension. Then start to nod the chin in and rounding self forward. Find a stretching in the low back, stack up from low to high. And again, straight hinge. Good. And then when you get the support, allow yourself to backward bend. Nod the chin into your throat. Knit your ribs, slide them down to your hips as you draw navel into your spine. Rounding forward. And stack up. Last one. Hinge. Find support. Backward bend. Nod that chin. Feel the ribs draw together. Navel into the spine. Forward. And up. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that exercise with the mini-max. I hope you're finding that you can use it in any position on your reformers or on your mat. Versatility to the maximum. All right, have a good one. Signing off. Ciao.